You know, years ago, when I was a legislative aide, and I guess probably as much of a pain in the neck as I am a council member, I stood before the council to thank them for the time that I had worked with them. And I said, this has been such an incredible honor to work with all of you. And Dan Bostrom, sitting in my seat, backed away from the mic and said, well, you could have fooled me. So with that, I will have my wonderful team here. Serving my community and the city I love as an elected city council member has been the honor of my life. Getting to serve with my coworkers, Polly Heinz and Stephanie Haar, has been not only a brilliant career move, but the best fun I ever had in a job. Polly came to us from the Como Zoo as an accomplished visitor services supervisor. The irony was never lost on us that Polly had made this career change, trading one zoo for another. Polly's talents are vast, from untying and resolving the most nettlesome of constituent concerns to staffing committees and boards, and she's a technical genius. Without further ado, let me pass the mic to my amazing right arm and legislative aide, Stephanie Haar.
Thank you. Council President, council members, this is the first time I've testified. We'll see if it's the last.
You truly sparkle.
That's the goal, sparkle and shine. I am truly grateful for this opportunity. This job has been an amazing experience, and I can't believe I was lucky enough to do it for 8 years. Getting to see how the city works from the inside is really a privilege. It has been very satisfying to be of service to my community, to help my neighbors and my local businesses. When I do think about my time here over the last 8 years, one of the things I am most proud of is the time I have spent at being a small part of helping return the Hams Brewery to what I hope will be a bustling center of activity as it was many years ago in the past. When Jane and I first started, we worked with Greater MSP to market potential development sites in Ward 7. This attracted a number of businesses that wanted to operate there. Then, when PED Director Nicole Goodman came to the city, she immediately identified its potential and began working on the redevelopment. When the city put out an RFP and accepted proposals, I was on the multidisciplinary team with other city staff that evaluated the proposals and eventually recommended J.B. Vang, to which the City Council granted tentative developer status. I'm excited to watch the development begin and ultimately make a large and positive impact on the east side. I want to say thanks to the many dedicated staff that I worked with, city staff that I work with, that are great at their jobs and were often very patient with me, helping me understand what the situation was and how we could work together to resolve issues and support constituents. I appreciate my city council colleagues and love celebrating Galentine's Day over the last several years, our fall festival, and the Academy Award prediction contest. And finally, I'm grateful for my team in Ward 7, working with Jade and Polly. It was a gift.
And Stephanie, I actually wrote in my notes, thank you, Stephanie. How dare you break the tears barrier? Before I say my few words, I do want to acknowledge my wonderful husband, who kept me to 2 terms, and my dear friend, Rebecca Naker. My dear friend, I have actually texted each of you frequently. Oh. My dear friend, Rebecca Hamblin, who with me graduated from the University of New Hampshire, and we were kind of at loose ends with Becky's Russian degree and my English Lit degree. We could go anywhere. So it's a long story, but I'll just tell you, we basically threw a dart at a map of the United States, the northern half, because we both like winter, and landed in the Twin Cities for what was going to be a couple of years until it wasn't. In any event, when I thought about my few words to leave with all of you, I realize that gratitude is at the heart of my message, starting with each of you. Russell, thank you for bringing your wisdom and your lived experience as a descendant of Rondo to breathe life and purpose into our reparations initiative. With real authority, you led the adoption of our St. Paul Recovery Act and Reparations Ordinance 1 year ago. You helped to select our commission of 11 remarkable individuals, and as a final act, brought back the name of Rondo to Ward 1. How lucky we have been to have you at this table for 16 months. Rebecca, you have led us to early childhood education as the key to stabilizing our current workforce and the development of a strong future workforce. And that is true economic development. Chris, your commitment to workforce investment through Right Track and Full Stack has made St. Paul a place that trains and attracts a qualified and competitive workforce. Mitra, your diligence about restoring vitality and prosperity in the Midway out of the community's tragedy and civil unrest is inspiring. Amy, you created the connections, resources, and vision to bring development to the North End, leading to the current construction of the amazing new community center. Nelsie, you have been a true colleague in serving our East Side and ensuring that we have quality jobs and affordable housing for the young people who are growing up there, graduating from high school, and will be able to stay at the Heights and get their first good job and first quality apartment. Development without displacement, and with any luck, with geothermal energy. And to Mayor Carter, thank you for responding to my first request of you on the East Side to reopen Highwood Hills Recreation Center, which had been shuttered for 10 years to serve the diverse families of this faraway neighborhood. And finally, I have to recognize Deputy Mayor Tincher. I am so proud that St. Paul is a place where our unhoused neighbors have names and stories, and where we do everything in our power as first responders to help them get on their feet. What else? I'm really proud that we reopened Eastview and Highwood Hills, that we built great housing with Johnny Opara at the Hollows. Johnny is here, and appropriate that we just passed your new project at the Heights. The Parkway with J.B. Vang, and as Stephanie said, that the redevelopment of Ham's Brewery is underway. Other things that come to mind are the cleanup of Pig's Eye is now acknowledged by the city, county, and state as a priority. I'm grateful that we got Fire Station 7. I'm really pleased that we all got a second police academy to keep our attrition from knocking us out. And then I think all of us worked so effectively together on that 2018 housing policy resolution, 3 pages that we all had a part in, and that has really and truly successfully guided the last 5 years of increased quality investment in truly affordable housing. And then there are a couple of little things. One is that you may not all know Kevin T2, but Kevin is my constituent, and he has, the last couple of years, he's taken me on a monthly ride along so that we could identify places that needed help, whether it's graffiti or lights out or potholes or whatever. It's those small, meaningful things that just make this job incredible. And then Senator Herr and I finally got the bus shelter restored, which will be coming this spring, got the Met Council to say yes to getting a bus shelter next to the neighborhood, the Afton View Apartments in Highwood Hills, where dozens and many families without cars or moms without cars and kids can now wait safely for the bus. I'm so proud of our city. I'm proud of our ability to bring people together who may not agree on anything, but that they all love our city too. Our frontline staff worked through COVID to take care of those of greatest need, our kids and our unhoused, while exposing their own families to health risk, because the city and its people are that important. All of you listening at home on TV know how much, you need to know how much power you have to make our city better. Keep stopping your council member in the supermarket, just like you do with me, and make demands. Get their phone number and keep bugging them, like you did with me, to make St. Paul better. This has just been an amazing opportunity. I am so humbled by it, and all of you and all of my constituents, and I just want to say thank you.